happening? What's popping? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Spizzors. I'm Simone, bringing guys daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you turn notification bells on because you already know the videos is coming like boom, 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 boom. You don't miss a single video or a single live stream. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel that you love so much. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Spizzors merch collection. You know, get your Simone with Sports wavy tee or get you the classic tee. And lastly, subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, reporters, former and current athletes. Chop it up what's on the pod, guys. Dang. Well, let me say this. That last stretch of that game, before, you know, the Wizards kind of went on the road, it was some exciting basketball. Now, obviously, the Sixers lost. We are now a 3-1 lead over the Wizards. Currently, the score was 114 to 122. Obviously, Embiid went out in the game, and my biggest thing, we're going to get into some of, you know, the buzz of the game, what I liked about the game, what I didn't like about the game. Pretty much, it was something that I really liked, what I saw from the Sixers. I'm not worried about this Sixers-Wizards matchup. Now, the biggest concern is obviously Embiid leaving the game with that sore ankle. Even though it looked like he kind of landed on his butt or his back, the report was that he left the game because of ankle soreness. So I feel like the biggest thing that's breaking my heart is seeing Embiid get hurt again, because it just seems like, obviously, he's a big man. He's big, and, you know, jumping up and down, pounding, landing all that weight, like on his lower half and on his back. His back is obviously where he has a lot of his problems. That's a lot on his body as such a big dude, putting all that pressure on that body, putting all that pressure on his bones and on his back. So it's just, you know, it's just heartening to see Embiid go down again. You know, he struggled with injuries throughout this season, so it's just tough seeing him go out again, especially since he's been so dominant. Now, the hope is, because he did play a few minutes after he got injured, the hope is that he will be back for Game 5. I feel like the Sixers, if we just tighten up, even if Embiid doesn't play Game 5, because obviously we want Embiid to get as much rest that he can get. If he doesn't have to play Game 5, I don't want him to play Game 5 because I want him to be extremely healthy for the next series, which is looking like Hawks Sixers, and we're going to have to be on one, because the Hawks are going to be coming in extremely hot. Well, right now they're 3-1. They have a 3-1 lead over the New York Knicks. It's looking like the Hawks are going to be the winner of that series, which means we'll be playing the Hawks in the second round. Guys, do you know how exciting it's going to be, Sixers-Hawks? Because you already know Dylan is a crazy Hawks fan. I'm a Sixers fan, so we're going to be bringing you the vlogs from the games. We're going to be going live for the games. Obviously, I'm in Atlanta, so I'll be able to go to the Atlanta Sixers game. But when the games are in Philly, obviously I won't be there, so we're going to be going live. The content is going to be lit between me and Dylan, because it's crazy, because Dylan is a Hawk and I'm a Sixer, and it's crazy the way it lined up, us playing each other in the second round if the Hawks win their series. But like I'm saying, we need to be Embiid extremely healthy for that Hawks matchup, because the Hawks have Clint Capella, the Hawks have John Collins, who we know if Embiid is in the game, they're going to be not a real match for him. But if it's this Mike Scott, if it's this Dwight Howard defense, and the Hawks, Capella and John Collins would eat on us if Embiid isn't at 1,000%. If Embiid isn't able to play, Clint Capella and John Collins would definitely eat, because the Hawks are a team that are great in transition. We know Dwight Howard isn't the best in transition. We know Mike Scott is just a liability at the 5 overall. So we definitely need Embiid healthy against that series with the Hawks, because the Hawks have 2 big men that will be able to take us down if we don't have Embiid. And they have a lot of shooters. They have so many guys that just can get hot and create their own shots. Not just Trae Young, but Kevin Huerter is a great two-way guard. He's pesky on defense, and he's such a smart decision maker on offense, a great facilitator as well, and he's a guy that's definitely going to get hot as well as Danilo Gallinari. And then they have guys off the bench who are able to fill it up as well. So that Hawks matchup is going to be extremely crucial for us to have Joel Embiid. If we don't have Joel Embiid for that matchup, I'm scared, baby. I'm scared, okay? So, obviously, we're just going to hope it's not serious. If he needs to rest another game against the Wizards, take your rest, Embiid, because we need Embiid if we're playing the Hawks in the second round. Now, tonight, I'm going to go through the box score. Guys, George Hill, I just want to say, I know the biggest thing for us is going to be talking about Ben Simmons not knocking down his free throws. Ben Simmons tonight, they kept hacking Ben Simmons late because they knew Ben Simmons was not going to knock down his free throws, and they were right. And honestly, Ben Simmons, I love you, my brother, but Ben, you got to start knocking down your free throws. You got to start staying late after practice or getting to practice early and working on your free throws, because that's just not something that Scott Brooks is going to be cooking up. All these other teams are going to be cooking up late, hacking Ben, because they know how dangerous he is, you know, in transition, but they know he can't knock down his free throws. So tonight, Ben Simmons had 13 points. He had 12 rebounds, which is huge. He had a steal. He shot 80% from the field. From the free throw line, he shot 45%. That is so busted. Everybody else that shot free throws tonight, all of the starters were, the only person that had a worse free throw percentage was Dwight Howard. So come on, Embiid. I mean, come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. The only person that had a worse free throw percentage was Dwight Howard. Now, another thing to note is Tobias Harris was totally off his game. Gafford just had his way with Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris didn't look like the Tobias Harris we knew. This is like old Tobias Harris, throwback Tobias Harris. When I tell you Gafford had Tobias spinning tonight, Tobias Harris had 21 points, 13 rebounds, a double-double. He still had 5 assists and a block as well, but he only shot 33% from the field. He had 21 points, but guys, he put up 24 shots. Extremely inefficient from Tobias Harris tonight. He was 20% from the 3. Okay, he was 100% from the free throw line, and like I said, he had 12 defensive rebounds, but he was only shooting 30% from the field. I don't know what Gafford had on Tobias today, but he was able to lock him down. Another thing that worried me was, well, this Shake Milton thing. What's going on with Shake Milton? Shake Milton only played 7 minutes tonight. Okay, he had 6 points in 7 minutes, but again, extremely inefficient. He only shot 33% from the field. He had 6 points, but he took 6 shots. You see what I'm saying? Extremely inefficient. Tyrese Maxey, I loved what I saw from Tyrese Maxey late down the stretch. Now, Tyrese Maxey is going to be a superstar because he can do it on both ends. We just need him to be a little bit more consistent, but that comes with time. Look how confident. When I tell you Tyrese drips with confidence, that's extremely scary in a good way. Tyrese had that great stretch for us late in the fourth where he was really just trying to will us to that win. He was inconsistent, of course, in the beginning of the game, but Tyrese Maxey is definitely coming into his own. He's definitely a guy that is going to be super important for the Sixers future, and honestly could be taking Shake Milton's spot. It was a lot of times where every time Tyrese made a big play, they would show the bench, you know, and Shake would have his hands up, but I know shaking his head was shaking. Shake is shaking, thinking he gonna get traded, you know what I'm saying? Or because Shake has been pretty much useless. Another thing I want to mention is George Hill. George Hill, guys, has been an excellent pickup for the Sixers. He's a guy, he's doing it on both ends for us. That extreme leadership is just dripping off of him. He's making plays on defense. He's making plays on offense. He's breaking guys down off the dribble. And he's filling it up from the 3. He played 22 minutes. He had 14 points. He shot 60% from the field. And he shot 60% from the 3. That's what I'm talking about, George Hill. That's what I'm talking about, that efficiency. Tobias Harris was off. Shake Milton was off. We obviously missing Embiid, and especially missing Embiid mid-game where Doc is scrambling, trying to figure out our lineups. Now that Embiid is gone mid-game. But Doc, come on now, you've been coaching how long? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna do that because I never been a coach. But guys, my biggest concern, even if we're missing Embiid next Wizards game, I feel like we'll definitely, even if we're missing Embiid, we can close out the Wizards. This was just sloppy play because obviously we were discombobulated because we didn't expect Embiid to be going out. We had to make adjustments on the fly, and they were fired up. They were ready. They're playing at home. They wanted to get that win, obviously, with Embiid out. But I'm not concerned about that. I'm just concerned about Embiid's health going forward. I just hope and pray that he is 1,000% when it's time to face the Atlanta Hawks. But like I said, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Tyrese Maxey. Not liking what I'm seeing from Shake Milton. I need Tobias Harris to get back in GOAT mode, which I'm sure he will. Everybody's going to have a down game. Ben Simmons, I need you to get in the gym right now and start working on them free throws, okay? Because that's basic, okay? You're a guard. I understand some of these big men, these 7, 8, I say 8 footers. I understand why some of these big men, Giannis, can't knock down free throws. But Ben, work on them free throws. Okay? Shout out to my man George Hill. He was a great pickup for us late in that late trade. I love what I'm seeing from that. Also, Seth Curry, keep doing what you're doing. But guys, like I said, we need Embiid 1,000% when it's time to play the Hawks. And guys, let me know in the comments down below what you're anticipating for that second round matchup. Like I said, I know I'm jumping forward, but I just feel as though it's going to be Sixers-Hawks. And I'm super excited for that matchup. Obviously, like I said, because you guys know Dylan is a Hawks fan and I'm a Sixers fan, and that's just great content. But guys, let me know what you want to see in my next video. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you keep rocking with me. Until I talk to you guys next time. Bye!